All right, how do I take notes using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4? How do I plan out my month, my week, and my day? Well, let's chat about using Samsung Notes. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Russell, and welcome to this YouTube video talking about Samsung Notes. Now, Samsung Notes obviously is a note-taking app that is primarily on Samsung devices. There is a way to get it on Windows. We're not going to talk about that. But with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4, there's no better way to take notes than on a large screen, or even if you've got any of the Samsung tablets. But using the S Pen, taking notes on my Fold 4 has been absolutely game-changing. From being in meetings and not having to carry a notebook with me, from doing research with on YouTube and taking notes at the same time. There's so many different ways to use Samsung Notes. Now, one of the cool things about taking notes on my Fold 4 is it's easy to correct a mistake that you make right away. And if you're like me, I write rather large and my handwriting is terrible to begin with. But as I'm writing, I could finish a sentence, I could highlight that sentence or kind of crop that, and then you can make it bigger, smaller. You could actually crop your sentence into 2 lines as opposed to 1 line, and you could readjust where the words and letters are as you're writing. Now, the other really cool thing about Samsung Notes is the different page styles and templates that you can use, from blank pages to graph pages if you want to draw, to line pages. So there's a whole handful of different templates that you can use depending on the notes that you're taking, whether you're taking notes or if you're drawing. Now, one of the cool things, and I kind of teased it a little bit, was taking notes on the phone while I'm doing research. And I could do that with something like YouTube Open. Now, the bonus to having a foldable is I could actually have this in split screen mode. So what I'll do is I'll flip my phone sideways, I'll throw YouTube up on the top of the screen, and I can watch a video that I'm researching. And as I'm researching, instead of using a second device and being at my desk typing while I'm watching or anything like that, I have YouTube open on my phone. I could be sitting relaxing and take notes as I go. And that all stays in your Samsung Notes app. Now, that's the other really cool part to Samsung Notes, is in the app itself, you could actually add folders and have all of your notes filed in any system you want, including using the para method. Now, if you're not familiar with the para method, I talked about that in one of my last videos. And that's a way to organize your files in different areas like projects, an area, your research, and your archive. So I have that folder system set up in Samsung Notes. So everything automatically goes into the main area in Samsung Notes. And as I'm working on a note or research, I can file it into different folders. So if it's something that I'm working on right now and there are notes that are part of a certain project, they'll go into the projects folder and then subfolders after that. If it's something I'm done with, I could put that in the archive folder, and using tags in Samsung Notes, I could easily recall that note, no problem at all, just using the search feature. And if it's an area or whatever. The other cool thing about Samsung Notes is being able to download PDFs into Samsung Notes and either writing on them, editing them, signing them. So for me, I'll send contracts out using on my phone. I can have my contract that's a PDF. I can send it to a client, or they can send it back to me. I can instantly sign it in Samsung Notes and then share, go to the top and hit share and send that off right away. I don't have to leave the app. I don't have to, everything's done right here. It'll just go into your email and off it goes. Really, really straightforward. Now, one of the best features, one that I'm most excited about, is actually doing all of my planning right here. Now, I've talked about using planners like the Momentum Planner from Alex Sherfin, the High Performance Planner from Brendon Burchard, and then even Rocketbook that I've used for the last, I don't know how many years now. But having my planner right here, something that I've designed myself, is game changing. And I could actually open that up, plan out my day in the morning, or if I need to see where my meetings are, I have all of my meetings written down, all of my calls written down, and that's usually always up on my phone, so I can see it quick and easy. So rather than, instead of opening up an app on the computer or trying to find where it is, everything's right here, right in my Productivity Pro digital planner. Now, so many studies have been written about actually writing down your day and writing down your tasks, and it helps stay front and center in your brain as you're writing down your tasks. Because some, you could type it out throughout the week. You can plan your week ahead using something like Notion or Todoist or even Time Block and Google Calendar. But when it comes time to actually doing the work, a lot of us often have to revert back to that. So when you're planning out your day, that's why I set up the planner the way I did, is I have a whole area for all of your most important tasks that day. So you can do, let's say, the top 10 tasks that have to get done. And then right above that is the top 3 tasks that absolutely have to get done. And that's using Brian Tracy's method, Eat That Frog. So you break down all the tasks that you have to do, and you take the top 3 and physically write those out in the planner. That keeps all of your tasks front and center in your mind. And not to mention the different areas of the planner to kind of set you up with the right mindset by writing down an affirmation, what you're grateful for that day, and then at the end of the day shifting to actually writing down where you were uncomfortable. So you could actually write down how can you be better. So you're uncomfortable in these areas, and then you could write down, all right, I was uncomfortable here, but I can do this to make tomorrow a better day. And then writing down your top 3 wins of the day sets you up in that right mindset to make tomorrow even better. So that's how I use Samsung Notes, and quickly what Samsung Notes can do. And if that's something that you're interested in, if you are a Samsung user, or if you're not a Samsung user and you're using something like GoodNotes on an iPhone, the Productivity Pro Digital Planner is only $10. And not only can it help you plan out your day each and every day and put you in the right mindset to be more productive and have a happier day as you go, you can also plan out your month with each and every month having its own calendar, plus every single week. You can set yourself up with reviewing where you went wrong and where you can be better, and talking about your wins for that week. So you can actually have a weekly view of all of your tasks and calls and important events. And then more so, I've included a habit tracker, and I've also included a meeting notes section. So when you're taking notes in a meeting, you could use your Samsung Notes or something like GoodNotes and actually write down things from attendees, your projects for that meeting, notes for the meeting. It's all right there. Now, on top of everything that's included with that planner, I've also included a time study to help you see exactly where your time is going. So from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, in 15-minute intervals, you can write down exactly what you're doing. So after a 2-week span, you could review that time study and see where you are most productive and where you weren't productive at all. And you can readjust as you plan out your next week, your next month. And that's something I do every couple months just to gauge where my days and my weeks are going, and I can see where I'm most productive and where I need help. Now, on top of all of that, one of the really fun parts to it is I've actually included an icon pack. So different holidays, different little images where you could add into your planner to make it a little more fun. And then something I've also done that's not included is I use the Bitmoji app. So I have a little picture cartoon of me drinking a coffee for, say, Mondays. And I've also added icons for my Montreal Canadiens, the PWHL Montreal team, because I always watch those games as well as my Habs games. So I put their logos in the planner just to spice it up, make it a little more fun. So that's something that you can do as well and add on to that icon pack that I'm going to send you. So all of that is $10. So $10 to help you be more productive and a lot more organized as you plan out your day, your week, and your months. So that's all I have for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to be putting out a lot more content on this channel going forward. So if it's something that you enjoy, if you enjoy entrepreneurship, tech stuff, and productivity stuff, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that bell button to get notifications when my next video is. The goal is 2 a month, maybe 3. We'll see where that goes. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.